Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And guess what? We back for another episode of supporting local artists. You know what I'm saying? Episode 11. And as always, I'm proud to be here. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be talking about content that's been hitting the Wilson Block magazine. And the links will be in the description for you to access as we talk about it. And, go ahead and support your local artists, man. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to buy anything. You know what I'm saying? Even though we do have some pretty cool street signs, you know what I'm saying, on merchandise. But you can go ahead and check out and check up on your local artists. And, you know what I mean? That's important enough. Just, discovering something new. And, we scouting for local talent. We are committed to the discovery and formal recognition of local talent. Okay? And that's what the Wilson Block magazine is about. So before we get started, just make sure you're all subscribed up. Click the bell, man. We need y'all to subscribe. You know what I mean? Because I'm coming with these episodes. And soon enough, man, we're going to start coming with some visuals. You know what I'm saying? Visual news. You know what I mean? And y'all going to start seeing my face. You know what I'm saying? Little young Mr. Wilson. But until then, we're going to keep it audio podcast. And we're going to keep the supporting local artist segment going. Okay? Now, we're getting started. You know what I'm saying? The first article, we got Street of the Week of August 1st, 2018. It's 1900 Garvey Avenue, El Monte, California by Mr. Wilson Photography. And, you can get your favorite street sign on a t-shirt and other cool merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Check out my Redbubble. Okay, I'll put the link in the description as well. The collection is extensive. It's nice. It's growing. It's so beautiful, man. Go check out these awesome street signs. Buy the street sign that you want and rep the brand. You know what I'm saying? And, I just got expanded my Seattle, Washington collection. And, you know what I'm saying? You'll be seeing more of that later. You know what I mean? But yeah, moving forward, we got Listen and Download PYH by Siahh or Siahh. I don't know how he pronounces it, but it's spelled Siahh. That's his name. And the name of the song is P.Y.H. And check it out, man. You know what I mean? We solicited the form. We put the form out there for artists to submit their music. And this artist, Siahh, you know what I'm saying, submitted this song, PYH. And I remember I was on my way to work one day, and I got the notification that he submitted it. And I, instantly checked it out just because that's just what I did. And instantly, man, I liked it, man. It was a great song, man. And it's been kind of stuck in my head. You know, I've been kind of listening to it pretty tough the last couple months, you know what I mean? And, I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. It's also been in some of the other radio shows, you know what I mean? Wilson Block 100 Live. And, you know what I'm saying? I definitely just want y'all to go ahead and check out that song because it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. And, some good local R&B, and I was able to relate to it. It kind of touched me in a way, you know what I mean? And it's just one of those cool tracks, man, that, when local artists send me cuts that are actually dope, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing better than that, okay? And this song represents how we as humans keep our guards up when regarding our love lives due to either past relationships or things we've witnessed in our adolescent years. And Siahh is one who has experienced this, so he's decided to put his experience in the form of music. And go ahead and click the link in the description for that, and get a bar of that song, man. I actually want you guys to hear that song, because I really thought it was dope. And moving forward, we got Get to Know Annie Yo. Okay, since moving to Atlanta, Annie's career as an artist has skyrocketed. She has released several mixtapes, including Loyalty Over Everything and Hands Over Fist, along with visuals such as Smashed on Sight. Her involvement in music has branched into fields such as music production, videography, and audio engineering for herself and other independent artists. I want to be considered the rose that grew from concrete. That one who made it against all odds, and after everyone said I was just a typical female rapper, I really have no limits. I want to take this as far as life will allow. The grind to be the greatest is never over, says Annie Yo. To see and hear more from Annie Yo, click the link in the description. And a big shout out to Tia Cover, you know what I'm saying, for submitting the cool content. You know what I'm saying? She also got us the exclusive interview with Annie Yo, and you'll hear about that in a future episode of Supporting Local Artists, y'all man. And in the meantime, just make sure y'all click that link and check it out. And while we're speaking of Annie Yo, moving forward, we got the Watch By Myself music video by Annie Yo. And the Camp Loyalty recording artist and Detroit native Annie Yo embodies the spirit of the gunslinging sharpshooter Annie Oakley. She uses this representation to emphasize her ability to deliver aggression through her music. A woman's strength and aggression is compliment to her sexuality. Okay, her latest single Myself displays her lyrical talent as well as her creative flow and is steadily gaining traction. Okay, I actually thought the music video was pretty cool. Go ahead and click the link in the description and you tell me if it was dope. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why I should check it out. Let me know what y'all think about this stuff. Okay, is this stuff, because more or less, man, this is stuff that is getting approved for the Wilson block. So let me know if there's something that you like, don't like. You know what I'm saying? It all all the feedback counts. And moving forward, we got Listen to Brooklyn Love by PR Dean featuring Mars Money and Rome Streets and SD Knack. Okay, now this single is PR Dean's second single, off his upcoming album Bass, Bobito and Stretch Era, dropping later this year. This track consists of 4 dope artists, 2 MCs from Brooklyn, Mars and Rome, 1 producer from Western Mass, Live, and 1 MC from Lynn, Massachusetts, and that's his Steve. And, that's the reason PR Dean called it Brooklyn Love. Hard Times Records of PR Dean is all about dope fly hip hop. Hashtag Hard Times Records. And go ahead and check that out. I can't really recall if I gave it a listen. I'm almost sure I did. Just can't remember off top. But go ahead and click the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if it's approved or not. Okay. And, moving forward. And now, we're going to talk about something that's a little, somewhat controversial. Okay. And why Macklemore is one of the best artists in hip hop. Okay. Now, this is a title, or this is a headline that I came up with on my own, just based around one of his music videos. Okay. And, it's the Good Old Days music video featuring Cashapp. And, what artists in hip hop have full on productions for their songs and not just a simply credited music video? Macklemore raises the bar with Good Old Days featuring Cashapp. And, when I heard the song, I heard it like, in a restaurant on the radio or something like that. And I was like, oh, man, that's a great song. Then I found out it was Macklemore. And I'm like, well, yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear some good soulful music, some good soulful hip hop. And, Macklemore really tells his story. And, I just think from the perspective of, an artist, being a positive role model, you know what I'm saying, representing where he's from in a great way, real substance in his music, and he's not, he's being himself. I remember Pokey Low told me, Pokey Low was like, man, I respect Macklemore because he's being himself. He's not trying to be an Eminem, you know what I'm saying, and trying to recreate another persona, you know what I'm saying. And it shows when, I watched this music video. I just felt the originality. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciated the music. And I want y'all to go ahead and check it out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, Macklemore is the best artist in hip hop, blah, blah. No, I'm saying why Macklemore is one of the best artists in hip hop right now. And make sure y'all go click that link and let me know what y'all think about that. Okay? And moving forward, you know what I'm saying? We got a song here, Don't Mean Nothing by Man's Rivals featuring Chris Rivers, Meek Cower, and it's produced by Vic Jones. And Chris Rivers, man, he's really been on the grind. He's really been, getting features, with some heavyweights on the scene, And we just watching this cat just grind it out. You know what I'm saying? Any time could be his time. You know what I'm saying? To blow. So, new music by Man's Rivals featuring Chris Rivers and Meek Cower, produced by Vic Jones. New age hip hop with the hard hitting sound blending all elements of music together from past, present, and future. And it's available on all platforms. I'm not going to hit you with the smart URL, but you can check the link in the description for the link to the Wilson Block and whoop wop wham. You know what I'm saying? You can find out, you know what I'm saying, where to go from there. Okay? And moving forward, now this is another piece of some odd news. This was something that I thought was just an interesting headline, you know what I mean? And, it's just, first off, I don't think it's cool to laugh at other people's misfortunes. Okay, I just want to make that clear. But this one, you know what I'm saying, it's just, hey, man, I had to create some type of form of clickbait, whatever, you know what I mean? It made the cut, okay? Top 10 convicts who freaked out after given a life sentence. And there are a lot of criminals who commit horrible and evil crimes. So when it's time to face their verdicts, a lot of these criminals have different, intense reactions to their sentencing. So here are the top 10 convicts who freak out after given a life sentence. And click the link in the description if you went to that, you know what I'm saying? It was a little interesting to see, you know what I'm saying? It's, I was, looking at it from, just seeing, the character of men, you know what I'm saying? And how people act under pressure, react under pressure, you know what I'm saying? And, I hope it speaks to your subconscious mind in some ways, you know what I mean? And moving forward, we got the podcast, I Feel an Identity Crisis Coming On, by Mr. Wilson on Wilson Block 100 Radio. And, this was a podcast where I'm talking about, this, identity crisis that, I saw coming on upon, learning a few things and discovering a few truths about life and myself and my past and just all of that beautiful struggle stuff. All of that open wound stuff. And, I just opened up and talked about it in the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And, if you want to go ahead and check it out, hear about your boy Mr. Wilson's problems off the record, on the record, you know what I mean? Go ahead and click the link in the description. It's up there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hiding nothing. And I'm keeping it Wilson Block 100, man. You know what I mean? And that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Wilson is an open book. In this episode of Wilson Block 100 Live, Mr. Wilson speaks on foster care, his issues with black women, and how he's planning to handle a forthcoming identity crisis. His testimony is one to be considered, and I'd say so, and not just because I'm speaking for myself. But moving forward, we got another podcast, Why Streaming Music Sucks, by Mr. Wilson on Wilson Block 100 Radio. And, man, I want y'all to check out this podcast because streaming music, listen, man, I have a problem with it. I have a problem with how they're trying to gain control over how we access music because, it just, puts such a limit on things and it's changing the game. And you know what? Like, for what music is meant for me, you know what I mean? It's like, listen, man, on some real shit, if you take music away, then it's time for the revolution. Like, that's straight up. It's revolution time. And, I see, news every day, you know what I'm saying, threatening that, threatening, the instant download and people trying to, license this and license that and, try to own this so they can sell that and have some type of recurring income off of licenses like this is fucking an apartment, like you're renting it. Fuck all of that, okay? Fuck all of that, okay? Like, life is too short, you know what I mean? And, inspiration is too real of a thing for, people to just, be cheap about it and want to, or be greedy about it and want to, sell it off. You know what I mean? And listen, there's the fine line of, artists should have the right to, be able to, sell their music and exclusively make money off of their music. But at the same time, it's like, man, listen, bro, me personally, my music's been free. You know what I'm saying? All my little mixtape covers and stuff, free download. I'll put the link in the description if somebody asks for it. You know what I mean? But anyway, go ahead and click more and click the link in the description to hear more about that topic. And, I might do another podcast on that topic, because it's such a big topic, and it's one thing that leads to another. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Supporting Local Artists. Episode 11. And yo, man, I really need y'all to support the show. If you don't, it's all good. I'm just saying, there's a lot that I could do with your support. And everything that we do revolves around what we do for others. And, like I said, the Wilson Block is a platform that is committed to the discovery and formal recognition of local talent. So, it's all about the local artists. You know what I'm saying? We're not about selling out. We're not about signing artists. We're not about, even trying to exploit artists or anything like that. It's about, helping artists share their story in hopes of inspiring others. You know what I'm saying? And, I just allow my life to be a living testament. You know what I mean? Like, yo, do you have any idea what it took for me to just be able to do this show today? I mean, yo, man, everything that was going on was just trying to prevent me and inconvenience me significantly. Just to make it a challenge just to sit down here and record some audio. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm a journalist at heart. I do this because I love to do it. And I think it's cool that I get to talk about this content with links in the description that boost the readership of our magazine. And that's why I want to encourage you guys to check it out. Shout out to everybody listening on SoundCloud, everybody listening on our syndicated websites, Cashapp, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We coming. Yes, what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson, Wilson Block 100 Radio, the Wilson Block Magazine, the 10th of every month, wilsonblockmagazine.com. I'm out.